Finally, we're back. The What It Takes Radio Company invites you to another adventure with inconvenient ideas. I'm Stan, and today we're saying, telling the truth can be kind of inconvenient. Here's the story. Greetings once again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Stan with Inconvenient Ideas. And I got dressed up. Well, I always kind of get dressed up, but I have a number of important things that are happening, and so do you. And so I want to always be there with some inconvenient ideas, but most importantly, in terms of where we are in the midst of all the changes going on. The IA changes are almost more than amazing, and they're going to change things in big ways. And what we want to tell you, inconveniently or not, that it is very much, as my friend Joe Pine would say, the transformation economy, but it's also the performance economy. And as a result of the AI transformations, everything, almost everything, except some eternal verities are up in the air. And oftentimes what I say with inconvenient ideas is, hey, what if everything you thought you knew was wrong? And it could be that a number of assumptions like that are actually true. So I have some important meetings, and so thank you for letting me be a little more formal. But, that's my style. And of course, I love red ties. I guess, I'm kind of like the red tie man in that respect. Hey, the President of the United States, Donald Trump, will give the State of the Union address this evening, and that will have a number of implications for life and business. What about Iran? What about all of the different changes that are taking place in the international economy? That will affect us all. Politics is local, of course it is, but national and regional and universal politics comes home and very much affects what is local. But that means that what we do is that we have to make sure that in our particular part of the world, we are doing all we can to be calm, carry on, and continue to live lives that make a significant difference. Now, one of the things that is inconvenient for me to remind people is that here we are in the last month of February, and that means, as my friends in the fitness business says, well, now we're back to normal. In effect, all those people who had made a variety of New Year's resolutions, and boom. For the most part, research and experience shows that by this time, most people have kind of swayed back into their average mode of living. Now, maybe not you. Maybe you're one of the 3% of the population. Are you one of the 3% who is living, as I say, with a deep sense of purpose, mission, and you know who you are? You really do. Though, let me tell you, you may not know yourself as well as you think. And sometimes, as one of my clients said to me, Stan, how come you know me better than I know myself? And I said, well, that's why a coach is helpful, to help you better understand yourself. Not a therapist, not a psychiatrist, not trying to fix any problem, just trying to help you have some clarity about who you are, what you want to do, and how you're going to make your mark in the impact world that you have to live in, because everybody has to live in the impact world and everybody has to perform in the economy of the impact world. So we're in the business, my team and I are in the business of helping you do just that. Now today, this came up because I was thinking about a certain person who at one time had made some commitments to me, and it didn't work out. And it didn't work out for a variety of reasons. And no, we're not going to blame. But this is what I wanted to say. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about that today. Now, one of the things that is inconvenient for all of us is from time to time, T9, tell the truth, tell the truth, tell the truth. Tell the truth, tell the truth, tell the truth. And uh, always have the courage to face the truth. Now, that is a double whammy of toughness, to be able to face the truth and, of course, to tell the truth. So that's simply what I'm just going to encourage you in your own way to, be true to yourself. Um, it was very interesting in the recent death of a famous actor who just simply said, as he knew that he was going to leave because of that terrible Lou Gehrig's disease, just simply said, live now, live now, live now, and be fully alive now. Yes, think about the future, plan for the future, but again, remember the old line about if you want to make God laugh, tell him your future plans. Life will be extremely inconvenient in many ways. So here we go. I wanted to say to this person, and I didn't, but here was the truth. I'm sorry I overestimated you. And no, that is true. And I wanted to say I overestimated your creativity. I overestimated your courage. I overestimated your commitment. But unfortunately, I really overestimated your confidence and your loyalty. That was true. I overestimated your creativity. And in today's world, that's vital. Everybody has to be, I'm not very creative. I'm sorry. You better be creative about a number of things. Uh, I overestimated your commitment. Uh, you got to lean into it. I overestimated your courage. That's right. Courage, it all comes down to courage. Right now, we are working on a project in which we are going to have a series of classes and courses and lessons on the simple ability to what we say, walk on water. And that goes back to a variety of stories, particularly a story in the gospel story of St. Peter who tried to walk on water. And the whole point is, how can you become a person who is a risk taker? Not a security or a safety seeker. You hear all those old, we're concerned about your safety. And this is not a safe world. This is not a safe place. Um, you are in situations where you just can't work just for security. One person I know gave up a great opportunity because there was I've got a secure job right now. Well, I know it's not the job I want, and it's not, and I don't know if it's really as secure as I think, but it's more secure than that opportunity. And so that's what they did. So I overestimated your creativity. I overestimated your courage. I overestimated your confidence. Uh, I overestimated your loyalty and your courage. Um, Never said it. Didn't say it at all. We parted just fine, and off they went, and off they go. And It was really disappointing to me because I'd invest a whole lot of time and energy into this, but we press on. Things don't always work out as we want. But my point is this is make sure that those qualities that I overestimated in my dear friend and colleague, and by the way, he's still a friend, uh, and obviously there's some separation and things like that, and uh, you know, but friend, yeah, still a friend. Um, but I overestimated you. I'm not going to say it. He won't hear this, but I just encourage you. Here's what I said. Remember, creativity, commitment, courage, confidence, and loyalty. Maybe those are some qualities that even in 26, even though you may have given up your New Year's resolutions and intentions, 26 is going to be a challenging year. I guarantee it. I know it. And I'm going to ask you to double down on your faith, on your prayers, on your performance, and on your relationships, and on the things that are truly important to you. And if you don't know what they are, try and figure that out. Because it will be a challenging year. And for many, it'll be a good year. For many, it won't be. But for you, I want the best for you. We can help you. I don't know what your concern is, but when it comes to living and doing it right in the marketplace, we've got some good ideas that we know will be appropriate in this particular performance economy, in this transformation economy that is before us now. So thank you for your time. Again, reach out to me. Stan, STAN, at witradio.net. Stan at witradio.net. All the best and blessings. Always close with a benediction. Till next time, being good at what you do and treating every person you meet as the most important person in the world is not an inconvenient idea. It's a very convenient one, and it works all the time. Bye for now.